What's up, my arch fiends of chaos? Back at you with a brand new video, and this is gonna be a Dissidia video. So I haven't been making no theories of Final Fantasy 15 because thanks to the Royal Edition, everything I've been making is invalid and not canon anymore. So people are making fun of me and trolling me on that, which I kind of deserve that. But it's not my fault. It's Tabitha's fault for taking the game and just creaming all over the box art. Just kidding. With a Star Scourge. But anyways, let's get to an actual video. Now, this is actually a video responding to some of the Final Fantasy DLC videos. I think it's good that they saved Ardyn for last. And now, the reason why I said that is, the first thing is Ardyn would have the same exact moveset as Noctis Lucius Kaiden, because that's all we've seen him do to Noctis. Now, we did see a little bit different moveset, just a tad bit like a brawler fighter style in episode Ignis, but they wouldn't be able to incorporate two different fighter styles, so, and understandably so, that'd be kind of hard unless you have it like where he's like Lightning, where Lightning could switch from Commando mode to Ravager mode, it wouldn't work. So I have to say they should wait till episode Ardyn. I think if possible, make episode Ardyn like at least $6. Now I know the upcharge, people ain't really happy about the upcharge, because let's be honest, I don't like upcharge on DLC, but this DLC will just give you more than episode Ardyn. This will also give you Ardyn and Dissidia if you own Dissidia as well. And the reason why I say this way, in episode Ardyn, you get to see Ardyn with his fresh movesets that were never shown in the game. And, I mean, if it comes out, which it will, Tabitha has confirmed it, please. For the love of God, Tabitha, do not mess this up. You could do good. Now, you did good on episode Ignis. Keep it up with episode Ardyn. But anyways, I think they should wait for episode Ardyn, because episode Ardyn, he would have his own movesets, and he could do a lot more. Now, I don't know if he's going to be an assassin. I think because Noctis is an assassin class in Dissidia, I think they should make Ardyn another Vanguard. Now, I know too many Vanguards, but let's just be reasonably think, because first of all, we want it to be different than Noctis. Now, I know in like Injustice, they had characters with the same movesets and they use the skins for, but it don't look like they're going to be using that system, so Ardyn's going to have his own character slot. If he's going to have his own character slot, then it'd be best to give his own moveset. So I think this is perfect. And as much as I like Ravis would never be anywhere near part of Dissidia NT, because Ravis was not a villain. Ravis was pretty much Final Fantasy 15's version of Cypher Almazi. So a better version, a more refined version of Cypher Almazi. Even though I like Ravis, that's pretty much what Ravis is another version of Cypher Almazi. So, it would be a bad pick to put Ravis, and nobody knows anything about Idolus. Idolus, as a matter of fact, I'm kind of hyped for episode Ardyn on the fact too that we might get to see more Idolus for Stale and more Ravis, since Ardyn did train Ravis for the time Ravis was in the Niflheim Empire. So, I mean, that's gonna be good too, but I think the wait is actually perfect, and this way they can actually get Ardyn a fresh new moveset. I'm pretty sure he'd still be using some of the Royal Arms, at least one or two, the red or Royal Arms. I mean, if you took that out of the character, let's be honest, it wouldn't be Ardyn, since Ardyn's supposedly supposed to be a darker version of Noctis, that lived long time ago. So pretty much, but I think the weight is perfect for this, because with the weight on this, you get your own moveset. There's icons, and who knows if episode Ardyn is going to be his own episode, we might be able to get different outfits for Ardyn. Maybe we might be able to get the kingly remnant on him. We might be able to get the kingly remnant when he was supposed to be king. You know, the outfit that King Regis wore, the outfit that Noctis wore in the future. You know, in the future, we might get to see Ardyn in that costume. Because, I mean, the only thing they could really do with the current Ardyn costume is give him different colors, like probably white for the Niflheim Empire, and it would just be boring. Not to mention they could put icons, music, and everything else when episode Ardyn drops, you know. When episode Ardyn drops, they could put that stuff in the game, you know, in Dissidia. So it would make it a lot better if they would wait to do this. So, you know, I know not a lot of people agree with me, and trust me, I got controversial opinions about stuff. Whether it's about gaming or just anything in general. I had those kind of opinions that make people wanna... I mean, I had those general opinions that people don't like to hear. And I guess that's why people watch my channel, because I say things people aren't comfortable with. I break out of people's comfort zone. Now, I know people want Ardyn earlier, but let's just be using logical thinking. Do you want a character that uses the same abilities and attacks as other people? Now, I get some of Sephiroth's movesets are somewhat similar to Cloud, but it's still different movesets. You know, as Sephiroth uses the reverse of what Cloud uses. You know, Cloud uses one style of fighting, Sephiroth uses the reverse of that, which technically isn't the same style. Even though, yes, Ardyn's royal arms are red color, and they're like the evil version of the royal arms, they still are the royal arms. You see some of the same swords that Ardyn has. The only thing Ardyn does not have is the engine blade or Regis' sword. But the rest of the armory, Ardyn actually has. So maybe if they could take only a couple of those weapons from the royal arms with the red aura on it, but also put his own move sets, like something that's only an episode Ardyn exclusive, and maybe make the HP attack the purple blast he used in episode Ignis. I think it'd be perfect, because that way he does not follow the same exact trend as Noctis, you know. And I think it'd be kind of equal to put him and Noctis in a party and actually end up doing something about it. So, you know. Now, most people want the Chocobros, but I think they said villains. They've actually confirmed that villains are actually going to be the thing that's going to be put in here. More villains. I mean, the only one that's going to be most likely put in here as heroes would be Tifa, because they said a veteran female fighter that's before Final Fantasy VIII, and I can't think of anyone else besides Tifa, considering the fact that Tifa was in Duodecim, and they already have Cain, they already have Lightning, and they're going to throw Gabranth in there. They're going to throw Gabranth as a DLC, you know, so the only thing I can think... Now, again, this will probably be the last slot. I mean, if it isn't, it should be, because that way it could be parallel to episode Ardyn's release, and then make that pretty much a dedicated Ardyn day. Pretty much you play episode Ardyn, beat episode Ardyn, unlock the costumes and stuff, use the DLC, download the DLC character for Dissidia NT and play Ardyn in the fighter. So I think saving Ardyn for last is actually, if Square Enix was actually smart and Team Ninja was smart, they'd save Ardyn for episode Ardyn. That way you play episode Ardyn, you're going to want to be in the mood to play Ardyn in the fighter, so you can actually download it. Now, yes, they would have to upscale the DLC price. It won't be $5.99. It'll be $7, but you get the character for Dissidia and you get the story. And after you play the story mode, beat that, get costumes and stuff like that, you'll be interested in play him in the fighter, so it makes sense. They'd do pretty much advertising for both games, Final Fantasy 15, and they have been doing advertising. I mean, for goodness sakes, they got Noctis in Tekken 7, you know? So I don't see why Tabata wouldn't push his ideas on Dissidia. I'm pretty sure he would. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a character for Injustice later on down the line, because that's how Tabata does. He pushes Final Fantasy 15 down people's throats. He puts it in every kind of game possible. So it's not too impossible for episode Ardyn to release, and then the character Ardyn will be a free DLC if you choose to purchase episode Ardyn. And that would be good. That'd be the good way to advertise. Not to mention, Dissidia is a fighting game with Final Fantasy characters. So this would be a perfect time for Tabata to reclaim the money he's lost making bad business decisions on Final Fantasy 15. So I think will be a smart move. You can advertise both the episode and you get to advertise the character for Dissidia, because you're going to want to play as him in Dissidia after you finish episode Ardyn. I'm pretty sure it's going to be that good. Well, I'm not going to put my whole stock into it, but if it does anything like episode Ignis did, then yeah, we're going to end up liking it. So we're going to want to play the character Ardyn. So may the crystal be with you guys, and hopefully that they decide to put Ardyn as the last for a Season Pass 1 character and Dissidia NT. And may the crystal be with you.